Today I'm going to show you how to work brioche in two colors in the round. In some ways it's a little simpler than working brioche flat. You still need two passes or going twice around all of the stitches to equal one round. So you work one time with your light color and one time with your dark color. But it's easier because you're only ever looking at the right side or the light side of your work. So you can see we're only looking at the light colored side because all of our V's, our knit stitches, are in our light color. Because of that, every time I work with the light color, I'll be brioche knitting, and every time I work with the dark color, I'll be brioche purling. When you do two color brioche flat, you have to alternate whether you're brioche knitting or purling with your light colored and dark colored yarns depending on what side you're on. We're never going to be facing the dark side because it's always toward the inside of this, what will be a hat. So the biggest challenge with working two colors in the round is what to do with your tails. So this video is going to focus on that. I have worked about, well, all but 2 stitches of the light colored round, and I'm coming up on my dark colored pass. So I have another stitch to brioche knit, and then the last stitch of this pass is a slip-one yarn over. And so I'm going to do that, and then because I've been brioche knitting, I'm going to let my light colored yarn hang in the back. It's going to mean that this slip-one yarn over is a little loose and floppy, but that's okay. I'm going to tighten my previous purl stitch a little bit before I continue working. And you'll notice that the dark colored yarn has been hanging out in the front. I left it there on purpose because I've been purling. You'll also notice as I slip my marker that when I end the row or the round with my light color, it's a slip-one yarn over. And the first stitch of my new round is also a slip-one yarn over. And that's okay. When I start my dark colored pass of the round, I'll have 2 slip-one yarn overs next to each other. And then when I come back out around with the light color and I start the light colored pass, then I'll have 2 brioche stitches next to each other. I'll have a brioche knit stitch and a brioche purl stitch next to each other. So I'm going to pick up my dark colored yarn that was hanging out in the front. I'm going to do my first slip-one yarn over and work this whole pass or half round. I'm working all the way around, but it's only half of a row or half of a round from our pattern's perspective. I'm going to fast forward the video and then meet you back and show you how to switch colors. Okay, so I have 2 stitches left in my in this dark colored pass. I have a slip-one yarn over, and then I'm coming up to this really wonky looking doodad. This was the yarn that had been the slip-one yarn over from the previous pass in the light color. So I have to kind of hold it down with my index finger of my right hand, or if you're a thrower, then you can hold it down with your fingers of your left hand. And you'll purl those 2 stitches, brioche purl, even though that light colored yarn is loose and floppy. Just brioche purl it like normal. Then I'm going to let my dark colored yarn hang out in the front and pick up my light colored yarn. It's still going to be looped around the bottom where I purled those stitches together. I will slip my marker and I will brioche knit the first stitch of the light colored pass. So you can see now I've got a brioche purl on this side of the marker and a brioche knit on this side of the marker. So this is the row where the 2 brioche stitches sit next to each other. The next time I switch colors, it'll be 2 slip-one yarn overs next to each other. I've got my light colored yarn ready to go in the back, and my dark colored yarn is going to just hang out in front. And I'm going to continue like this every single pass as I go through the pattern.